But when he got divorced, he gave his wife all the money and the house, and he slept in his car for 6 months. And he's just like, the reason was because I don't want my kid to suffer ever.
Right.
F them kids. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of E-Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers.
That's it.
But let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this reaction.
Why did marriage become scary in 2023?
It's mostly men saying how they're having to rebuild their life because they had to give so much in this
Why did marriage become scary in 2023?
It's mostly men saying how they're having to rebuild their life because they had to give so much in this divorce that they didn't see coming.
Yep.
For one reason or another. That happens so often that it has created the turn off of people wanting to be married, because they're like, if I'm going to be risk, this level of risk is too much for me. I have a client and he now...
Hold on, before she talks about her client, first of all, I don't know why this is blacked up and you can only hear see the the captions and everything, right? I think it's because she's a part of the sisterhood, right? She's a part of the sisterhood. She can't let her face be seen out there before they start calling her the dreaded name, the pygmy, right? The pygmy. She don't want to be seen as the pygmy, so she's like, no, I got to keep my identity a secret. Or it could also be that she's a whatever word, because she's about to speak on her client and everything. Maybe it's one of those things that she's supposed to keep things confidential, so she doesn't want to put her face out there that people start realizing, okay, this person is not somebody I can trust and tell my deep dark secrets about how I feel about divorce and everything. But what she's saying right now is just, it's just straight factual. A lot of dudes is waking up, as you can look into the divorce numbers, it's going down. It's going down. A lot of dudes is realizing it's not worth me getting married. Now I wish that some of these dudes who are having babies out of wedlock, and these athletes, specifically actors, I wish that they'd wisen up a little bit too. But hey, let's keep going. I want to hear what she has to say.
I have a client and he now just started a new hedge fund, but when he got divorced, he gave his wife all the money and the house, and he slept in his car for 6 months. And he's just like, the reason was because I don't want my kid to suffer ever.
Right.
F them kids. F them kids. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a bad father. F them kids. I'm sorry. If I go to the judge and the judge is not giving me custody of the children, right? I'm not giving her everything. I'm giving her a portion. I still want my kids, obviously. But I'm not sleeping in the car for 6 months. If I don't have to, I'm not. I'm not giving you the house. She's going to have to get another house. If you're talking about something, that doesn't even make sense. How does this make... This is why motherfuckers are not getting married. And I guess they'll look at this guy as like, this is a good man. This is a good man. He's thinking about his family. But is she? She don't care, right? Because she's winning. I'll be damned. F them kids. F them kids, bro. What sacrifice is she? She not making any sacrifice. He's making the sacrifice while he's sleeping in the damn car. F out of here, bro. Nah. I'm gonna tell the kids, I'm like, listen, man, I love you. I want you to stay with me. You guys can stay in the house with me. Mom, you gotta go. She's the one who filed for divorce. She divorced me. She divorced the lifestyle. She wanted to leave the family. Why am I sleeping in the freaking car for 6 months? 6 months? Half a year? F out of here, son. You got me effed up. Let's keep going.
Ever.
Right.
Ever. I don't want her to see me argue, and I saw the direction it was going with the wife's attorney and all that, and I was just like, you got it, bro, and left.
Because I know somebody too that they was married for a decade, and when they got divorced because he found out she was cheating on him, so she wanted a divorce to get with a new guy, and then so he lost the house, she got full custody of the kids, and he had to pay child support.
Yeah.
And he started, and he told me he had a savings, and his savings got completely wiped out for lawyer fees and giving her money. So he's like, I'm left assed out with nothing. He said, I don't even got no furniture, nothing. So I'm like, that's a reason, kind of what you just brought up, where a lot of men these days, they kind of like the risk of marriage is just too high, because if she gets her emotions, or if I don't want to be with her no more.
I don't know why the video stopped, but I think he took a long time to say what he wanted to say, but I'm pretty sure he wanted to say she can just leave and just take everything, right? Which is crazy, right? See, this guy over here giving up, saying that the attorney was going wild with it. And that's the thing, right? The system, the only way the system is going to change is if women make it change. Right now, what's one of the main things? They're saying women are out earning men in a certain sense. More and more women are becoming, entrepreneurs and everything, even though they have the highest amount of student loan debt in America, right? I think 71% of student loan debt is just all from women alone, right? So they have a lot of debt too. But I think now there's some women who are breadwinners, right? And I think what it's going to take is going to take the Mary J. Blige situation. Like that Mary J. Blige situation has to happen to multiple women, and then it's eventually going to start changing up. For those of you guys who are unfamiliar with the Mary J. Blige situation, is that she was married to a guy who, she was the breadwinner, he wasn't, and I think he cheated on her allegedly, right? I won't be surprised she would have been cheating on him throughout the whole time too. Remember, Mary J. Blige was on hard drugs back in the day. Somebody was on hard drugs, she's probably cheating too. So let's not play these games. I don't know if they were together back then or what, but regardless, somebody that's like that, they cheat. All right, but she ended up having to pay him, I think, alimony. I believe child support too, maybe. Not 100% sure. And she's out here insulting him, saying that he's not a man. Is there any man who's willing to take money from a woman? The shaming tactics, right? Anything that you do that's similar to getting up on a woman, like how they get up on men, is automatically assumed that you're gay now for some reason, because you don't want to be an idiot, right? She ended up having to pay this guy. I think she gave him half or alimony or something like that. And we need more of that to happen. If that happens throughout the United States more and more, after a while, women are going to start being like, all right, guys, we got to change these laws. These laws are outdated. They're from the 1960s and stuff like that. We got to change these laws, man. It's not fair. That's the only way it's going to happen, right? And once they take away like no-fault divorces and everything like that, and having to do real serious investigations into what women say when they say certain things. And also, one of the things I've said, we got to go like the EBT cards. We have to have child support cards. Just like the EBT cards can't be used to go to McDonald's and stuff like that, the child support cards can't be used to get airline tickets and stuff like that. They got to be only used for like groceries, like almost like the food stamp card. Only groceries can only use at clothing stores like Marshall's, Ross. You know what I'm saying? It can't be used as some high-end places like Macy's, because they can finesse, get some purses or something out of Macy's. So don't play like that. They got to be using like certain retail stores, right? And it should be able to tell like, okay, this item doesn't fall under the, like, just don't seem like something for a child. Oh, your card says that your child is, I don't know, 4 years old. Why are you buying a purse for a 4-year-old or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it would just decline. It got to be like that. If we have those things in place, divorce rate, first of all, will go down. Marriage rate, it might stay the same. It might go up a little bit. It might go up a little bit. Yeah, because now the risk is gone, right? The risk is not as strong now. So we do all that. I think things will change. Abortions will probably go up like crazy. I'll tell you that. Abortions will probably skyrocket. Yeah, at this day and age, and this is coming from a guy like me, I'm married to a black woman, and I love her to death. We love each other, but you never know. When you look at the statistics, it's really scary out here. 50% ends in divorce, 70-80%. I think it's like 70 to 80% is initiated by the woman. If she's a college graduate, that number jumps up to 91% more likely to file for divorce. Can you believe that? A college graduate, meaning that she has gotten that education and she thinks she is bougie. What's that thing that Kevin Samuels used to be like, I'm a PhD? Like that thing really, it gets to their heads, bro. So there's so much stuff against men when it comes in marriage. Like, it's really no benefit, right? There's really no strong benefit to the reason why a man should get married. It really isn't. That's why some people is now saying like, no, we're not going to get married because we don't want the state, the state to get involved in our marriage. Let's just keep it. Even if we don't want to really get married, we just, I don't know. I feel like there's ways you can get married, but just not through the state, right? It won't be legally through the state, but under God, you guys are married. You should do it that way. So that way, if you guys divorce, it's not divorce is not gonna affect. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta watch out. There's some of these states that if you stay together long enough, you guys are legally married, which is nuts. You got to get out of those places. I think places like California are one of those places that California is like, if you're a man, get out of California, because California is against men 100%. They're with that liberal BS. You know, liberal stuff is really strong when it comes to women. So stay out of places like California and New York. You're gonna get cooked as a man. It's just what it is, you know. But what do I know, though? I'm just scouting the internet. But if you stay this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, comments. I really would appreciate it, right? And that's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.